Well, I think we're testing 1, 2, test. Testing 1, 2, test. I think we're about as loud.
Now batting the pitcher, number 8, J.C. Watkins.
Well, I think we're live, Keith.
Check.
Checking, yes, indeed. I don't know if the audio is up loud enough or not, but we'll see. Anyway, welcome to tonight's contest. We're about an inning outside of the start of the game. We're actually in the bottom half now of the second inning, and there is no score, however. Paxton is at bat, playing Malone, and we're glad you're with us. Malone Tigers, of which the Bobcats did defeat last night by a score of 8-1, so this is a repeat of last night. So far, there's no score in this ball game. This is Gil Taylor and Keith McMillan bringing this one to you from the field right here in Paxton, Florida. This is the Paxton Sports Network via the JockJive network, and we're also welcome anybody that would like to maybe text us and let us know if you're listening in from over there around Malone. I think, Keith, you're from Malone. And
I am, and I got the word out, so there should be some listening in.
Well, if you would, text us and let us know how we're sounding. If the audio's up loud enough, that's 850-398-3074. Give us a text and let us know if indeed we're broadcasting. And batting right now for Paxton, this is number 8,
J.C. Watkins.
This is J.C. Watkins, that's correct. He's also the pitcher tonight. On the hill for Malone is, let's see who that is, Keith.
Harris.
You know him better than I do.
That's Harris.
Okay,
yeah.
We've been having
Jesse Harris.
Okay, we've had so much technical difficulty trying to get this one started.
Bobcats, right fielder, number 2, Blaine Johnston.
This is Blaine Johnston. The right fielder steps to the plate after J.C. pops it up for the first out of the bottom half of the second inning. Beautiful night here at Paxton. The wind blowing just a little bit from right to left.
Yeah, and this is Malone's ace pitcher, Gil, and he struggled a little bit that first inning. We kind of got ourselves in a 2-out hole to start with, but then loaded the bases. But that's his second batter he's hit tonight.
Yeah, it is. Well, Blaine gets aboard now after being hit by the pitch, and that will bring up
left fielder, number 9, Adam Hall.
This is Adam Hall, the left fielder tonight. Adam, one of the very young players on this varsity squad, getting an opportunity to play left field. That's normally Tank's position, and I guess Tank's off at a track event.
No, he's here. He's here tonight. Okay. He came in and ran for Griffin a while ago.
Oh.
And you know the Malone pitcher, he's been worried. They've got a good scouting report because he's been worried about our runners all night.
Well, runner at first base, that's Blaine Johnston. Looks like Adam's going to square around. He does. Butts the ball very nicely, moves the runner to second base. So Blaine is aboard second base now. So good sacrifice there off the bat of Hall.
Center fielder, number 5, Bryson Turner.
This is the back of the top of the lineup now. This is Bryson Turner, the center fielder.
And not a bad bunt for Adam, just a little too hard there.
Yeah, well, he did what he was being paid to do.
He moved him up.
He did. Here's the windup and the pitch into. That's strike called on Bryson.
I believe Bryson walked in the no Bryson hit, got on an error the first inning. So
yeah, well, I'm not sure he wouldn't have beat that out though. The way
he might have,
that ball. They may have scored him a hit on that. I'm not real sure. He's a lefty and quick as a cat. That's in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. That bounced way in front of the plate there, Keith.
That's about the third one that he's threw like that tonight. One actually hit the rubber and bounced up almost to the top of the fence.
Well, the runner now is at third base. With we do have 2 outs, so Bryson can some way get a hit right here. He'll put the first run on the board tonight. The girls also playing the Malone girls.
I think it's their senior night tonight over there.
Indeed, it is their senior night. I think the Paxton girls beat them the last time pretty
bad.
solidly.
Yeah, I think a 10-run rule.
Yeah, I think it was 13-1 or something like that, or 8. No, it was 18-2. I think is what I heard. Well, that's ball 3 on Turner. 1 strike on it.
Harris has been solid for the Tigers this year, but he is struggling a little bit tonight. They've already had 1 meeting in the first inning.
Well, this is a hitter's count right now, and Bryson does turn on it, gets out of play.
Not sure who the coach is, but I know we have a new coaching staff at Malone after Coach Hartrider was there for many years. I know probably about over 10 years as coach there.
Who was the coach when you were there?
Clarence Bellamy. Clarence Bellamy.
Here's a pitch into Bryson. Oh, and a swing and a foul tip. So Bryson barely able to hang on.
Yeah. We've got to sit back and wait on that. His curveball doesn't have a lot of velocity to it, so you just got to sit back and wait on it.
It's almost like a change curve.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Bryson gets one out into left field. Is it going to get to the left fielder? Makes a running catch and comes up with it. Bryson hit that ball a long way off the end of his bat out into left field foul territory. But anyway, it's an out. Leave a runner stranded once again, and we go into the top half of the 3rd inning. Zips the score. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, beginning the top half
for the Tigers, number 2, Spencer Floyd.
Of the 3rd inning, this is Floyd coming to bat. J.C. Watkins on the hill for the Bobcats. Nice pitch in there. First pitch is strike right down the middle from Watkins. That's what you want to see too, Keith. You want to see these young pitchers get ahead in the count. So tough to pitch from behind. Another pitch by Watkins, a strike. And, JC has come on and done a really good job.
He has.
I guess he's become the number 2 starter from what I can see.
Yeah, he has. It's just nice to have everybody healthy again. He was out a little while.
Yeah, just before the break, he was banged up. That's the ball up high. So not a bad pitch. Try and get him to chase it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's outside in the dirt. Tried to overthrow that one just a little bit.
And what I've noticed about the Tigers' lineup is the first 4 batters are solid hitters, but really haven't seen much out of the bottom half yet.
JC getting himself in a bind. He loads the count up now, 3-2. So got to come in there now. There's a little pop-up out into right field. Let's see if the right fielder does come in, but the second baseman goes back and makes the catch.
Now batting first baseman, number 14, Dylan Paget.
So that's Gabe Nelson drifting back and making the catch for the first out. Here's the wind up and the pitch from JC. Oh, good pitch,
Nice
good
pitch.
curveball indeed.
Froze him right then.
This is number 14, Dylan Paget at the plate. JC's making that curveball get better and better. He's apparently been working at it with Coach Moore pretty hard. He couldn't quite get it to bend earlier in the season, if you recall.
Yeah,
he was having a little difficulty with it. Oh, swing and a miss. Pitched down low, but he couldn't lay off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paget will be followed by Rogers and Young, if it gets that far. Oh, another swing and a miss. Goes into the dirt, gets away from the catcher,
Now batting,
Griff.
second baseman, number 19, Wesley Rogers.
But Griff easily steps out in front of the plate, throws him out at first base for the second out. This is Rogers, number 19, the second baseman.
His dad and me were best friends in high school. His dad was left-handed, really great pitcher. Yeah.
There's strike call. Well, he gave that outside pitch back to us. I complained about earlier in the first inning, Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Ball's up high, same place, just up a little bit high. Evens it up at 1-1. Supposed to rain tomorrow.
Supposed to be, 100%.
That's down low in the dirt, so 2 balls and a strike now. It looks like it's clouding up to do so.
Yeah, it might be coming in a little early.
Yeah. Looks like we got our normal crew along the outside fence. That's up high. 3-1 now. No score as of yet.
And both teams leaving runners on every inning. And runners on third.
There's a strike call outside, so that's going to full it up now. 3-2. Good pitch by JC off the corner just a little bit. Couldn't hold off, so struck him out. So that'll do it. After 2 complete innings of play, we've got a zip score, and we shall return to start the bottom half. We'll be right back.
Now batting for the Bobcats, third baseman, number 3, Tristan Petty.
Well, after a little Cotton Eye Joe music, we'll get back to the bottom half of the third inning. As this will bring up Tristan. This will be his second time, I do believe. Tristan Petty, the third baseman. Tristan, I think, did he bunt last time, Keith?
We had Bryson was on
That's
second.
right.
He bunted a pop fly
That's
to
right.
the
Top half of the bottom
pitcher,
half of
yeah.
the first inning. Sure did. That's inside.
Yeah, it was definitely inside, but it wasn't a bad pitch.
No, it wasn't. That's straight back here. Foul ball. Counts even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. That's down low, all the way to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. This volume just doesn't sound like it.
No, it sounds kind of
It sounds like a
low,
little dull there. I mean, I've got it turned up. That's a pretty. Center fielder comes a long way to make the catch on that one. So Tristan flies out to the center fielder over in left field.
Number 4, Connor Varnum.
This is Connor Varnum coming to the plate now. He'll be followed by Gabe Nelson.
Yeah, we're putting the bat on the ball. We're just popping everything up right now.
Yeah, getting under it a little bit too much. Right out to the shortstop. Good backhand for him and gets it over to the first base. Good scoop by the first baseman over there as Padgett digs it out for the out. 2 outs now.
Now batting, second baseman, number 10, Gabe Nelson.
This is Gabe's, one of the seniors on the squad. I don't know what Gabe's plans are, though. Have you heard him say?
I have not. Trying to remember what they said on senior night in basketball, but it just memory's not that good.
Mine. I wonder when the senior night for baseball is. Have you heard?
I haven't. Mm-mm.
The girls tonight having theirs over on the softball field. Do they have any seniors?
Maybe
one.
Maybe. Genesis.
Genesis is.
I think so.
Yes, another shot to the shortstop. Easy pickup. Gets it over to first base. 4 out, number 3. So that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, and that'll do it for the Bobcats as we go into the top half of the 4th inning. This ball game is going quickly. We shall return.
Now batting, center fielder number 1, Kyle Young.
This is Kyle Young, the center fielder, coming to bat now in the top half of the 4th inning. Watkins still on the hill. There's a curveball, but up high. Here's the pitch from JC. That's I don't know if that crossed Griff up or surely he called for the curveball, but it sure got away from him for ball 2, and it's inside. Swing and a miss on the high and outside pitch, perhaps helping himself or hurting himself there
a little bit there, yeah.
So 2 balls and a strike. Young will be followed by Harris. That's down in the dirt, inside for 3 balls. 3-1 now. Hitters count. Young, Harris, and Hewitt are the three batters. It's a base hit out into right center field. Bryson Turner coming over, getting it in quickly. So a nice piece of hitting there from Young. Now it brings up Harris.
The pitcher, number 3, Jesse Harris.
One runner aboard now. Nobody out. Harris, your hitter. So let's see with the tight ball game that we have. Let's see if he's going to try to bunt him over, Keith. I kind of doubt it. He's probably the most power hitter. I mean, he's batting number 4, so I got to assume that he has good power. Another throw over to first base, just to hold him a little honest over there. In the dirt. Good job there from Usher to block it up. Keeps it in front of him. That's a tough position to play right there.
It is.
That's what Brandon's playing mostly over at Little League, and he loves it.
Yeah, that's a position you got to love.
You sure do. I played it. I did in Little League as well. I caught in Little League.
You sure work during the game.
Oh, you do. Especially if the pitcher doesn't have their stuff that night.
Yeah.
And there goes the ball thrown away from JC. The ball gets all the way out into right field along over in the foul territory. Runner does get to second base. A runner now in scoring territory for Harris. So Harris perhaps can help himself right here, Keith.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened, if who missed the call there. Kind of threw across the Tigers player's body there.
Yeah, he did. It was hard. Burke had a hard time reaching it. Wasn't the best of throws, but under normal circumstances it could have been caught. But the runner was in the line of sight a little bit. There's a foul ball out straight behind us. Once again, if you're listening in, we'd like to hear from you. Just text 850-398-3074. Let us know how we're sounding, and if you're listening in, we'd love to give you a shout-out. I'd like to holler your name out over the airways. Here's a pitch from Watkins. That's down a little bit low as well. So JC struggling just a little bit early in this top half of the fourth. Fouls it off. Full count now. Usher going out to the mound here to talk to JC about
because he looked like he got crossed up a little bit that time too.
Yeah, make sure that JC understands the signals. Here's the pitch, and JC. That gets just over the head of Connor Varnum as he was trying to jump and make the catch. Just got up over the top of his glove. So Harris does help himself, drives in the runner from second base for the first score of the ball game. So Malone Tigers on top by a score of 1-0, and this brings up Hewitt.
Now batting 0-0, the catcher, Blaine Hewitt.
You familiar with some of these youngsters, Keith?
Yeah, I'm not sure. which Hewitt is his dad, but I went to school with his dad and uncle, so I know that's the family he's in. I'm just not sure.
Malone, kind of like Paxton, a very close-knit, small community. Up high for a ball. Probably growing up in Malone was much like your kids growing up here in Paxton.
It was.
And your mom still lives over there,
She
correct?
does. Mm-hmm.
There's a foul ball straight back over us.
We just don't talk sports when we're together.
That's right. When you become a Bobcat, you're a Bobcat.
Yeah, she's a diehard Tiger fan.
I'm sure she is.
Loves that Tiger basketball.
Yep. Here's a pitch. Down in the dirt. Gets away from from Griff. Runner does stay at first base, however. So the count now is 2 balls and a strike. That's outside. 3-1 now. So JC needing to find a way here to get an out. Back-to-back hits have got the Tigers in the lead. That one's should be a double play ball. As the turn at second base was not good. Did get the out at second base, but the throw coming in to first was not so good.
Now batting left fielder number 4, Jacob Dunaway.
And Gil, here's a point of interest for you.
Okay.
Jacob Dunaway, he's probably from Bascom, which is right there by Malone, and the Dunaways in Bascom, that's where Faye Dunaway, the actress, is from. So they're all kin to each other over there. Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. That's a bit of trivia that's interesting to note. As this is Jacob Dunaway, the center fielder batting. Here's the pitch that's fouled away. Crowd kind of slim tonight.
Yeah, it is. Had a big break, the spring break and the seniors being gone. We've had a big break in, I think Thursday was our first game.
Ball outside. Yep, the Cats are actually, from what I've heard, are actually ranked up there about number 4 in the state.
Yeah, I think the last time I looked, they were. You're looking at the
good curveball.
2 top teams in our district right here. Although I did looking through Max Prep, I did notice that Ponce de Leon has beat Malone beat him by a 10-run rule. I think they split with them too. So Ponce de Leon's going to be pretty good this year.
Oh, another good curveball, and that'll put number 4 Jacob Dunaway down on strikes. So that is 2 outs. So JC
now batting third baseman number 10, Trent Martin.
Trying to get himself out of trouble. This brings up number 10, Trent Martin, third baseman. Coach Moore going to call a timeout here. Not sure what this is all about with 2 outs. Any ideas?
I don't, because, you're looking at the bottom of their lineup who, really didn't show anything the first inning. So
it's not a caution speech so much,
No.
I'm guessing.
And they had 2 good hits this inning, but actually that run we gave up was on an error throw to first base. So.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Wasn't?
No, it wasn't. The kid that's at first base right now is the one who got there via the error. Ball outside.
Yeah, I would think. I don't. They don't pay me to coach, but I think you would want to go after this kid right here.
This is Trent Martin. Big kid, though.
Yeah.
Good-sized young man. Oh, good pitch there. Curveball working nicely for JC there. Evens the count at 1 ball and a strike. He does have 2 outs. Runner at first base. But the runner did get to second base on the bad throw.
Yeah.
Over.
That's 2.
That's only 2 strikes. Yeah.
A little eager there.
1-2 now. Let's see if Griff comes back to that curveball. He does. Up high. And there it goes. That strikes him out on a high fastball as he cannot lay off. But they do take the lead. The Tigers up by a score of 1-0 as the Paxton Bobcats come to bat in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Gil Taylor and Keith McMillan will be right back after the pause. Leading off now the bottom half of the 4th inning. This is Usher, the catcher. I'm not sure what the schedule looks like for next week, Keith. I took a quick glimpse of it, but I didn't notice what was home and what was away.
I want to think we have a game Monday and next Friday here.
Ball hit out into right field. Right fielder drifts over, makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman number 33, Ethan Burke.
Burke coming to bat, first baseman for the Bobcats. Down low. foul tip. Evens the count.
Yeah, we got Freeport home on Monday, and then Ponce here on Thursday, and they are on Friday.
Okay. I'll be out of town Thursday, so if you can.
Yeah, I will be able to. I have to get with you on that. You know how that works.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Haven't looked at the softball. I don't know what the schedule is. I think there's a game, maybe a game there early in the week. It may be softball that we're scheduled to do, actually. I'll have to look at it more closely.
Let's see. Looks like it says Walton, but we've played them twice. I think it's Poplar Springs here Monday, and
oh, there's a base hit all the way right there, as Burke thinks it's foul. So rather than run, he just stands right there. That's not what Coach Davenport's telling him down there, buddy. He's supposed to run.
Now batting, pitcher number 8, J.C. Watkins.
This is J.C.
Yeah, you run on every hit.
Yeah.
Every hit. You can come back if it's a foul.
He may have been surprised. I'm not sure, but it was right down the line. He got as far as he would have gotten anyway. He's not fleet of foot.
No. Yeah, the girls will have a game Monday with Poplar Springs home. That's the only home game they got next week.
Okay. And you said we had a baseball game at home, too?
We do.
And that is?
I think that at Freeport.
Freeport, okay. Well, the Freeport game will not – we probably won't broadcast it because typically the conference games, if there's a conference game and a non-conference game, I'm not sure how Robert's got it uploaded, but we'll have to check on that.
Yeah, Poplar Springs and Paxton, that'd be a good game.
Yeah.
Good softball game.
There goes Burke on the steal. He got him. I don't know if that was a hit and run and JC missed it. I can't believe they would send Burke on a steal, just an outright steal, Keith.
And well, JC swung.
I don't know if that's a hit and run or what.
I don't. With that catcher's got a pretty good arm. Burke's not known for speed.
No.
So
that had to be a hit and run.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to catch them napping, but I don't think you do that. Not in the bottom of the fourth inning when you finally get a runner aboard with one out.
Yeah. And they're up one. You got to take some chances. So
well, there's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Going to roll her out to second baseman. Second base picks it up, gets it over to first base in time for the out. So that'll do it for the Bobcats in the bottom half fourth inning as they go silently. Leave one stranded, however, and that'll do it for 4 complete innings of play as we'll be right back for the top half of the fifth. This is Jock Jive.
Batting right fielder, number 7, Jared Southwell.
Let's bring up Southwell, the left fielder. Watkins still on the mound. Swing and a miss. Ball outside. Curveball missed. Down low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Southwell. A defensive swing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly, but
Yeah. He's moving back, protecting himself.
2-2. That'll be a pop-up. Let's see if it's going to stay in play. First baseman Burke drifts over, makes the catch for the out. First out of the inning. This will bring up...
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Spencer Floyd.
This will be Floyd. There's a strike call. JC seems to have found the zone again, Keith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's looking good.
Fouled off out of play. 2 strikes on Floyd. Way outside and high. Another foul ball straight over. How many innings did Grant throw today?
I'm not sure. The only message I got was the score and everything. I didn't get how many.
That's only his second loss, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he shut
the number 1 team in the nation down last week.
Yeah, he did.
But that's baseball. You're going to have those good and bad games.
You got that right. Plus, you don't, apparently Northwest didn't have any...
no offense.
No offense.
No.
Which they've not had a lot of offense.
They haven't been consistent.
No, they haven't. They can't put string runners, run hits together. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Inside, so Floyd will get a free pass.
Now batting first baseman, number 14, Dylan Paget.
Brings Paget, leadoff batter, to the plate. That's up a little in the strike zone for a ball. Foul ball out over the first base dugout. That's for a strike. 1-1 now. Oh, there's a pretty strike. It's a curveball coming in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Watkins with the advantage here. Let's throw pretty much any pitch he would like. Griff set up outside. strikeout, and first base is occupied. So. Two outs now.
Now batting, number 19, Wesley Rogers.
Ball outside. This is Wesley Rogers. Be a dribbler down first base. Burke easily picks it up, steps on the bag, That'll do it. That's 3 outs now as the Cats come in. See if they can get something going, Keith. They need it badly as we are moving into the bottom half of the 5th inning. This is JockJive. We shall return. Well, the bottom half of the 5th inning now as Blaine Johnston will be the leadoff batter. Bobcats desperately needing something to get started. Ooh,
that's the second time he's hit him.
Yeah, Blaine's reached first base twice.
Now batting, left fielder number 9, Adam Hall.
This is Adam Hall coming to bat now. Adam may be laying it down here.
Wouldn't be a bad decision, would it?
Not at all. And then you could possibly see Tank come in and run.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's a nice bunt.
Nice bunt.
Very nice bunt from Adam Hall as he moves the runner to second base. Blaine Johnson, second base for the second time tonight.
Now batting, center fielder number 5, Bryson Turner.
Well, leadoff batter Bryson Turner. So Keith, with 1 out, if you've got a runner to second base now, you definitely like to see your leadoff batter and your number 2 and 3 spot coming to bat to try and tie this thing up or perhaps take the lead.
Absolutely. This is a time right here we got to put something together.
Bryson could pull one down that line. He could run forever. Bryson shows bunt too, but I don't. Well, he could. He possibly could.
With his speed, if he goes down, drag bunts down that third baseline.
Yeah, if he gets it out into no man's land right there, he very likely will beat it out and get Johnston to third base as well. Ooh, Johnson almost got picked off on a trick play there with the second baseman coming in, shortstop going to third as the third baseman moved in. So that's pretty cool play. I've not seen that in a while.
You know, I have to say, this new coaching staff from Malone has brought some new life to them that we hadn't seen. It's just they kind of played ho-hum for the last few years, but
there's a nice bunt. I don't think they will ever. That's a foul ball. I think
hit his foot.
Came off his foot.
He would have beat that.
Oh, easily. Yeah, he'd been standing there waiting on him. That's even count now, 1-1. Let's see if the temp's going to be the same right here. Going to be Blaine Johnson's going to mess around and get thrown out if he's not careful over there. It's been very close twice.
Yeah, dugout's got to be talking to him over there. They were a little late on that one.
Shortstop right behind him here. Way outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, now's not the time to make a mistake base running for
sure. Well, there's no doubt then. They were hollering pretty loud.
Yeah, they got it that time. They got it together now. Little rhythm section over there now.
Ball's up high. 3-1 now for.
Yeah, you don't have a bad curveball. It's just high.
Yeah. You can't get it down in the zone. That should get Bryson aboard. Let's see. I don't think he'll ever throw him out. Base hit there. Second baseman made a good stop on it up the middle. Bryson Turner beat it out, and you can bet right here, Keith, that Bryson will be running on this first pitch.
Absolutely. They're going to be trying to look for him to go early and try to get him called or something.
Yeah.
Now batting, third baseman, number 3, Tristan Petty.
Well, Petty's a batter now with 1 out. Let's see. Petty's been known to, Coach Moore been known to do a delay bunt here, just a delay steal from third base with a bunt or from first base. Let's see what happens here. He's a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
I know it just showed you can't bobble that ball on Bryson Turner.
Oh, no.
Tigers showing they're already worried about him.
Yeah, he and Tank probably the 2 quickest, I guess, on the team. Connor Varnum probably in there close somewhere. But as far as quickness goes, I think Bryson gets the medal on that.
You get caught up in some of this trickery stuff too much, you end up making a mistake.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, too much thinking sometimes.
A pitcher like that move right there, I mean, he messes up and releases his hands, you're going to have a balk.
There goes Bryson Turner. Throw back to first to pitcher real hard. That's typical trick play. Never, hardly ever works if you're alert at third base. So runners now at second and third. So a base hit right here, I got to think, would score 2, Keith, probably.
Yeah, I would think so. And Tristan's been shown that he can do it.
And Tristan left him out again right there.
That's the second time Tristan has messed up that.
Well, that pitch there was outside. It was really hard to get a bat on the ball right there.
Yeah. You know what Coach Moore is going to tell him, though. We call that play. You got to put the bat on the ball. You got to reach for it.
You got to. So Tristan twice has left the base runner stranded. That Bryson Turner does get to third base, but there's 2 outs. So perhaps a spoiled opportunity here. Rather than runners in second and third with 1 out, now we've got runner at third base. There's going to be a. Tristan does get the bat on the ball, but not.
Because of that mistake, you lose the run.
That's it. Well, that'll do it. Bobcats do leave a runner stranded. Still, the score is 1-0 in favor of Malone, and we'll be right back in a short pause. Well, that'll bring us to the top half of the 6th inning. The Bobcats
Now
running out of time.
Center fielder, number 1, Kyle Young.
Looks like we're going to have a new third baseman, and as Tristan Petty will sit out after a couple of bad mistakes at the plate. That brings in Tank to third base, leading things off.
I mean, you definitely. I mean, you cost 1 run, possibly 2.
Yeah, this is Kyle Young, I think. Isn't it?
It is Kyle.
Okay. First pitch to Kyle was a strike. JC overthrows that one perhaps a little bit, gets all the way to the backstop. Evens the count at a 1-1. So as precious as runs are right now, Keith, you certainly don't want to give them base runners.
No. And I mean, I was talking to the coaches.
Oh, first base umpire. I think we got away with one there,
Keith.
Keith.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he went.
And, I was talking to the coaches. They knew this was going to be a tough game. They were going to pitch their best. But we really we've not offensively put the bat on the ball very well. We've running mistakes. So you got to feel like, second game back after the break, that, when it comes down the road to you getting district tournament, you got to be feeling pretty good about your chances.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, certainly so. Well, it strikes him out, so Young will go down swinging.
Number 3, Jesse Harris.
This is Jesse Harris coming to the plate now. That'll dribble out to the second baseman. Gabe Nelson picks it up, flips it over to first base. Plenty of time for the outs.
Yeah. Gabe was playing pretty deep there.
Yeah, he was.
He'd come a long way to get that.
Yeah, he did. Well, a big guy like that, that possibly might swing late, you want to play a little bit deep at second base.
Now batting catcher, 0-0, Blaine Hewitt.
Not a lot of speed.
No.
This is Blaine Hewitt. That one's down low in the dirt for a ball.
JC had that one bad inning that they scored 1 run and gave up 2 hits in that inning. Other than that, he's pitched pretty good.
Yeah, he has. Gave up a couple of hits in that inning. Oh, that almost got him. Boy, that curved around his head. Wow. 2 balls.
You almost want to ring somebody up for that one. It was so pretty.
That's 3 balls up high. That's down low, so 4 pitches walks him with 2 outs. Brings up Dunaway.
Now batting, number 4, Jacob Dunaway.
JC gets the first pitch in there, fouled away. So he quickly gets ahead of Dunaway. Outside, I've not seen any of our softball girls show up yet.
No,
Keith,
not yet. I figured that would be a pretty quick game over there.
Yeah. One ball, 1 strike. Dunaway going to pop it up out into short right field. Second baseman drifts back, makes the catch, so that'll do it. 3 outs as we go into the bottom half of the 6th inning, and the Bobcats got to do something here, Keith, if they expect to win this one. Got to get at least 1 run. with 1 inning remaining after this. We'll be right back after this word. This is Jock Jive. Connor Varnum will lead it off here to start the bottom half of this sixth inning, excuse me.
Number 4, Connor Varnum.
Well, let's see what the strategy will be here other than try to get base runners. You would think after seeing this pitcher this many times, he's not overbearing.
Yeah, he's not. No.
We would be able to put the ball on the bat just a little bit better than we're doing. I think we've got maybe 2 hits.
Yeah, 2 hits, and we stranded runners in every inning.
Yeah, because he's hit several and walked a few. So first pitch in there, a curveball strike to Varnum. Varnum, of course, having the capability to hit it out of the park. He does get it past the third baseman for the base hit, so we do get the leadoff runner aboard. This will bring up Gabe Nelson.
Now batting, number 10, Gabe Nelson.
Gabe definitely having the capability to drive something here.
Let's see if they'll be trying to move him over on the bunt, though, Keith. You got to get the man to second base somehow. Varnum got a good lead over there. A little dangerous, maybe.
Yeah,
but he's pretty good. There he goes. He's on the steal. Let's see if he's going to get in. He does. He gets in. So good steal, good jump there from Varnum. He had a good lead, but he did get a good jump. Ball was in the dirt, so catcher making a great throw down to second base. But Varnum now in scoring position.
Malone's catcher is, he's probably one of the better catchers we've seen this year.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good arm, quick back there too. Not a very big kid, but quick. My bride says she has lost us, Keith. Let's see what the deal is here. How do I know if we're broadcasting here?
Click that button. Yeah, we got signal there.
Says we still have signal. Yeah. Well, we're still moving along. It might be the internet at the house. Gabe got a ball and a strike on him. Ball's a little outside.
You got one of our high baseball IQ base runners on base here, so you got to think something good is going to happen this inning.
Well, that's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball gets away. Let's see if we're going to get that good
read.
Oh, yeah, very good read from Varnum right there as the ball bounced. The catcher got away from the catcher just in front of the plate, but Varnum takes the opportunity to take third base. So, Keith, that's a good situation now as we got a runner at third base now with Gabe Nelson. He is a full count on him.
Just like, I was just talking about, Connor is one of the best base runners. I mean, he's very smart on the bases.
A lot like who? Grant Stewart.
Grant Stewart, yeah.
Well, that should score the run right there as the right fielder comes to make the catch. So that should be an RBI and a tie ball game now from Gabe Nelson on the sacrifice fly via the good base running by Connor Varnum. So that'll tie the ball game up as coming to the plate now is Griff Usher.
Catcher number 1, Griffin Usher.
Our listener, meaning my wife, our local listener, says that we are back up and running. Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Our number 1 fan.
She got to be. She better be mine.
That's
for
right.
Sure. I don't know where you stand, but okay, Usher. Let's see what Usher can do with 1 out right here as he approaches the plate now. Usher takes the first pitch and gets it foul. Jesse Harris still on the mound for the Tigers. So both starting pitchers gone there. There's a little flare to second baseman from Usher. Is out for out number 2.
Now batting first baseman number 33, Ethan Burke.
Ethan Burke approaches the plate now as he drove the ball down third base last time at bat for a base hit. Burke takes that curveball and tips it foul.
Not a bad swing of the bat right there. Griffith stayed in there on that breaking ball and waited on it.
Yeah, just didn't get his bat speed up. Up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Is that correct, Keith?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
1 and 1. 1 and 1's the count. Yeah.
I double clicked.
Yeah, you did. That's a ball up high. 2 balls and a strike now.
Blue helping me out there. Appreciate that.
Yeah. He's done a good job behind the plate tonight.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Burke just had a lot of air between the ball and the bat on that one. But, boy, he had a cut, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. If he'd have connected.
Air is dead still now, Keith. Hardly any movement from the flag out in center field. Swing and a miss outside. So that'll do it for the Bobcats. But they do tie it up with a run as the score now is 1-1 as we move into the top of the 7th inning. So this is a good one, a nail biter. Don't you dare go away. We shall be back. This is Jock Jive. Gil Taylor and Keith McMillan for the Paxton Sports Network via the Jock Jive broadcast. We shall return.
Up for the Tigers, third baseman, number 10, Trent Martin.
We're moving into the top half now of the 7th inning. This will be Trent Martin coming to bat as the ball game is tied 1-1. It's been a good one, Keith. Not a lot of offensive showing, just some scattered hits about. Pretty good pitching tonight. We were commenting at the break there how fast the ball game has moved. We've been on the air, or we've been broadcasting now about an hour and a half, or the ball game's been an hour and a half. We were late getting on with difficulties, but ball game's gone quickly. There's a ball outside. Ethan Burke is now the pitcher. JC goes to second base. A little dribbler out to JC, picks it up, flips over to first base. Gabe Nelson is at first base now for the out. So 2 pitches and an out.
Now batting, number 7, Jared Southwell.
This is Southwell, Jared Southwell, the right fielder, number 7 coming to the plate.
And they're at the bottom of their lineup, so we could, we could go out of this inning.
I think we are too, though, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch outside from Burke. Good strong fastball.
But JC will be up when we come in. He doesn't have a bad bat.
No, JC's got a good bat. He puts a bat on the ball pretty well. There's a curved ball outside. A change curve, looks like. That's a strike call on the outside corner. Fans thought it was a bit low, but
he's been pretty consistent. One thing I like about his mechanics is when it's close, he's letting them know, hey, it was outside or it's inside.
Yeah, doing a good job. And there's a little dribbler to third baseman. Tank picks it up. Let's see if Tank gets it over to first base in plenty of time. So Tank's, I don't know if it's his debut at third base, but
we'll take it. Old Tank looking good over there.
Yeah, good strong throw from Tank. That's now 2 outs.
Shortstop, number 2, Spencer Floyd.
This is Spencer Floyd coming to bat. That pie. Ball's outside. I've noticed one thing about about this new scoreboard, though, Keith. Is there a way to extend the innings past 9 innings?
Yeah, it goes to 10, I think, and then it just starts over.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a strike right down the outside corner. 1-1 the count, or 2 balls and a strike, I should say. At some point, Keith, we need to learn how to put this scoreboard on.
I know, right?
On the monitor. Just outside.
He wanted to. He held back.
3-1's the count now.
Yeah. Ethan needs to come back and get him right here. He wanted to swing at that one.
He does drive it foul down the right field line. So that will bring the count to full. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. So good job there from Ethan Burke as he strikes out number 2, Spencer Floyd, to end the top half of the 7th inning. The question now, can the Bobcats steal a run some way? Well, don't go away. We'll see. This is Jock Jive via the Paxton Sports Network. J.C. Watkins is going to lead it off here in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
The number 8, J.C. Watkins.
J.C. gets on, then we're going to have, let me just look at your
Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine Johnston, and then Adam Hall leading back to the top of the lineup. A strike call. That looked a little outside, maybe a touch high, but he's been giving those wide corners all night. Foul ball. Jesse Harris still on the mound. JC, 2 strikes. Now got to guard the plate, JC. Up high.
As Coach Moore tells them, you got to have that 2-strike mentality right here.
Yes, you do. That's in the dirt. Evens the count now. JC pops it up. Shortstop's going to make the call and make the catch for out number 1. Going to bring up Blaine Johnston.
Now batting number 2, Blaine Johnston.
Of course, Blaine's been hit every time he come up to bat.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
See if he gets the trifecta here.
Maybe lean into one.
Yeah.
Ball's up high. So the pitcher may be saying, well, I just don't want to
hit him this time.
Fella against
Yeah.
me. Throwing everything up high and outside or outside. 2 balls now. Nope, down low. 3-0 the count.
Yeah, it's low and inside, too. But I think he got the corner, but it's just too low.
There's strike call. 3-1 now. You got to be thinking fastball right here with a 3-1 count. Oh, and he almost
got him again.
He sure did. He almost got him again. He's aboard though, same as on the walk. Blaine aboard for the 3rd time tonight.
Number 9, Adam Hall.
This is Adam Hall now. Blaine a pretty good base runner actually.
Yeah,
Keith.
I mean, not top speed, but he ain't slow.
Yeah, he reads very well.
He does read. Yeah, him and Connor, they read the catcher and the pitcher so well. And they've been worried about Blaine every time he got on tonight.
Yeah, there's a strike. So I don't know with 1 out if Coach Moore may try to bunt Blaine down.
Well, Adam got brought up after the season started from the JV, and he's earned himself a starting position because he's been putting the bat on the ball pretty good.
Yeah.
But
he did. He bunted him. Oh, bobbled. Well, we do get the runner to second base with 2 outs. That's going to bring the leadoff batter up. This is Bryson Turner. But, Keith, in talking about that, he did the same thing in basketball, too.
Now batting number 5, Bryson Turner.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When they brought him up in basketball, he played his butt off.
He did. He didn't get a starting role, but he did a lot of playing. He had a lot of playing time and played very well. Well, let's bring up Bryson Turner. If Bryson can possibly get a base hit in this thing, it would be a wonderful thing if you're a Bobcat.
Yeah.
And they're going to put him on. Well, they're going to bring up Tank. Well, Tank's struggles a little bit at the plate.
Now batting number 23, Keontae Sanders.
But Coach Moore not electing to do the re-entry rule.
And with Tank, you just sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get up there.
Yeah. Well, he gets it back up the middle. As the shortstop comes and makes a diving catch on the bag, Keith.
Yeah.
How fortunate can you be?
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it for 7 innings of play. The Bobcats threading a little bit right there. Malone coming to bat now in the top of the 8th. So we'll be right back. This one is still a nail biter. We shall return.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 14, Dylan Paget.
And we're back. We're back from the break here. Dylan Paget, number 14, first baseman for the Tigers, come up in the top of the 8th inning, going extra innings, tied 1-1. Burke still on the mound, pitches a strike right there, starting off the inning right.
Well, it's a pitch to Paget's strike. I'll dribble that one out to third base. That's foul. So that'll do 2 quick strikes on him.
Kind of glad that one went foul. That one, he's pretty speedy right there.
I think he'd have beat that one out.
Yeah.
The leadoff batter. Hey, strike 3 called outside corner. Paget caught looking. Umpire rung him up. Well, that's 1 out.
That was a nice pitch. Nice setup by Griff there.
Yes, it was.
Now batting, number 19, Wesley Rogers.
This is Rogers coming to bat. Ooh, up high and inside. It's going to be to the shortstop. Connor Varnum gets it over to first base in plenty of time. Sharply hit, but right to the shortstop. That will be out number 2.
Now batting, number 1, Kyle Young.
This is Kyle Young now coming to the plate.
Which him and Harris batting back to back. They've given the Bobcats a little trouble tonight. They've been the ones getting the hits for the Tigers.
Well, important out right here. You want to get back in and get that middle of that lineup. Whoa.
That's a foul
That's
ball.
a foul ball off the bat. Some way or another, that just doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right, you know. Dropped your head to protect yourself and left the bat up.
I saw in a Little League game the other day, Branton's game, where the batter put his hand up.
Oh,
it
man.
hit his hand, put his hand up, then it hit his bat.
Oh, man.
And it should have been called for obstruction.
You're right,
what it
right.
should have been, because you can't throw your hand up.
Yeah.
But first of all, they called it a foul ball. Then the coach came out and argued with it, and they ended up saying, well, he was hit. So they put him on first base. So anyway, it was young Little League official.
Right.
So 2 strikes now.
Ethan, great breaking ball right there. Ethan's doing a great job.
Yes, he is. That's outside. So a good miss out there as Griff set up outside.
I mean, he's hitting his spots.
That's swing and a miss, so Burke gets him out of this. 1, 2, 3 as the Bobcats come in, and we have the middle of the order coming up as we need to run desperately to put this one away in 8 innings. Gil Taylor, Keith McMillan, Jock Jive. We shall be back.
Here you go.
Comes to the. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're back. We're back live now. And we're just saying that Harris is still the pitcher with a close to 100 pitch count. I'm guessing Connor Varnum the batter.
Yeah, they only let the coaches from Malone only let him throw one warm-up pitch, saving his arm a little bit.
Connor drives it back foul behind us. Yeah. Connor going for the downs on that swing.
Yeah, I mean Connor, he can walk off at any time.
Yeah.
He's got the ability and the power right here.
Indeed. Down outside into the dirt. That'll be 2 balls and a strike. If he gets a 3-1 count, you can bet that Connor will be plowing in on that 3-1 count. It's 2-1, however. Has a strike outside corner. Same pitch he's been giving all night long. So it evens the count now at 2-2. Connor dribbles it out to the pitcher. The pitcher easily scoops it and gets Connor at first base. He's going to bring up Gabe Nelson.
Now batting number 10, Gabe Nelson.
Gabe, another one that can drive it out of the park. And drives it up the middle for the base hit. Good piece of hitting there from Nelson. That's going to bring up Griffin Usher.
Now batting catcher number 1, Griffin Usher.
It's like the Bobcats got their rally caps on over there, Keith.
Yeah, I see that.
A few of them can't hardly keep them on their heads. Well, let's see if Griff can get a base hit or if he's going to try to bunt him over. And plenty of time over there. There's a throw over. Be nice to see Griff get one in that gap, Keith.
Oh, absolutely. They worried about Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe real close on that call. Trying to get all he can. Well, throw over got away from the first baseman. I'm not sure if I hit Gabe on the foot or hit the bag.
Yeah.
I think it must have hit Gabe on the foot because he's walking it off over there. That stings.
Yeah, it does.
Especially if it's that ankle bone, buddy. Gabe with a decent lead at first base. Usher still hasn't seen a first pitch.
Gabe's seen 4. Griffin's seen none.
That's right. Took the words right out of my mouth. Nelson is going to, he gets there in time. Oh, he got him.
He didn't even tag him. I don't see how he can call that. It's not a force.
I know he Gabe got off the bag.
Overslid the bag.
Yeah, and the umpire standing on top of it. You can't argue the call. Hardly. It's another base running mistake. Good throw by the catcher there. Almost got him on the throw. Foul ball. 2 outs. So another.
It's funny how how the fans go from loving to hating the umpires, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, Usher now is battling. Well, there's a windup. Let's see what Usher can do. Down low. Usher lays off of that one. That's a tough pitch to lay off of, but it was low. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Ush. Ush choked up halfway the bat, Keith.
I saw that.
He's just going to look like he's
going to shorten that swing a little bit, yeah.
He's going to slap hit it or something. I mean, he is choked way up. And it works. No, it didn't. Oh, my goodness. The first baseman tips it up in the air and catches it. So robbing Griff of a hit, that'll do it for the bottom of the 8th as we move into the 9th inning. We're going to be in a major league game here for a second. Well, we'll be right back. 1-1 the score, and the Tigers coming to bat. Well, here we are, top half of the 9th inning. Number 3 coming to bat.
Number 3, Jesse Harris.
This is the pitcher, Harris, and also the cleanup batter. Ethan Burke still on the mound. Strike call, outside corner.
Yeah, their Malone's next game next week is at Poplar Springs. And then they have Central, so later in the week. So you're right, they could.
He may get to go an extra inning. A slow curveball misses the strike zone.
And looking at the scoreboard, everybody's got 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. So
swing and a miss on the curveball. It's like our camera's drifted over a little bit there, Keith.
Yeah. Might have been ball hitting the fence or something.
Swing and a miss. Strike three, so 1 out.
Now batting the catcher, 00, Blaine Hewitt.
This brings up the catcher. This is Hewitt. He'll be followed by Dunaway.
And the catcher comes up, takes his batting gloves off, say, I'm going barehanded.
Had a notion, but held up outside. Ball curving and missing the corner. It's a foul ball straight over our heads right here. Glad you're listening in there, Jake. Jake gave us a text here earlier, Keith, saying we were sounding good. That missed.
And saw Jake and them got a new addition to the family. It's a puppy, ain't it? About as big as they are now.
9-week-old puppy, and he weighs probably, if I had to guess, somewhere around 50 pounds.
Wow.
He got a foot as big as mine. Well, there's another chance for Tank at third base. Easily makes the out at first.
Now batting number 4, Jacob Dunaway.
Yeah, the big Great Dane is named Romeo.
Romeo.
Yeah. Two outs now in the top half of the 9th inning. Way outside.
You know, we've been going to that pitch a lot tonight because, I mean, they have definitely been going fishing on it too. So.
Yeah, they have.
Still ain't heard nothing from the softball game.
No, I haven't seen any of the girls over there. Normally they will get over here.
The lights are still on over there.
Yeah. Well, that one may be going extra innings as well.
That would be a real shocker.
But I do see Andrew down there. Andrew was at the softball game. Outside. 3-0. Well, there is Cameron down there right now.
Oh, okay.
Need to holler down and see if they won. There's a strike call. Looks like Garrett down there with her.
He probably is. That boy comes home almost every weekend, I think.
It's up high out of the strike zone, so he got him to swing.
Yeah, I don't blame him. If my girlfriend was still in high school, I think I'd come home every weekend too.
But he's in college, Keith.
He is. Oh, he is. But that boy, he loves that girl. He's a good youngin'.
He is a good youngin'. Hey, down low, just missing. After falling behind by 3 balls, he gets 2 strikes and then just misses on the third. So that'll be a runner aboard.
Number 10, Trent Martin.
This is Trent Martin, the third baseman. Now, is he at Florida?
He is at Auburn.
At Auburn,
yeah.
Okay.
Always been a big Auburn fan.
Yeah, swing and a miss. So he and Watkins were there. Now he's coming home, I understand, going to go to Northwest.
Easy. I know that Garrett lives with John Stevenson.
Yes.
And John, who used to play ball here, John is a manager for the football team up there at Auburn.
Yeah. On scholarship, isn't he?
Yeah.
Pitch out. Runner did not go. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. And winner tie ball game in the top half of the 9th inning. Ball outside. 2 balls and a strike now.
See the lights across the street still on, so Little League must be having some games going on.
Oh, they did, yeah. Yeah, they started early as well. Down low, 3-1 now. So Burke having a little bit of trouble.
You know, you gotta think you gotta go after this kid. He hasn't produced very much for him tonight.
Don't want to make a mistake on him.
No.
He had a home run swing there. Full count. So he did challenge him, Keith.
He did.
Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. That's 3 outs on the strikeout. Bobcats coming in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Let's see if they can get it done. We'll be right back after a break. Well, Keith, as we discussed and talked about it there, he is bringing the pitcher back as Harris is on the mound to try and close this thing out. Got to be at least 100 pitches, if not more.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 33, Ethan Burke.
We're at the bottom of the lineup here, but
well, Ethan does have a hit.
He does.
Hit one down third base line earlier. He'll be followed by J.C. Watkins, a pretty good bat.
Ethan can help himself here right now as he's our pitcher.
Ball's up high, outside.
He tried to frame it up pretty good.
Yeah, he did. And umpire almost went for it.
He did.
He flinched anyway. Glad I don't have to drive back to Malone tonight.
Oh, me too. That is a long drive.
Down inside and low for 2 balls.
That's what I was telling one of them, the right fielder's dad. I was talking to him. Me and him went to school together. I was talking to him last time we played in basketball, and I said,
strike.
Central's a long way for us. I can't imagine how it feels for y'all.
Yeah, really. Isn't that the truth? 2 balls and a strike. That'd be almost an overnighter, wouldn't it?
I'm telling you.
It would be for me. Down low, 3-1. I'd had to stop somewhere, maybe Crestview, to spend the night. Camp out or something.
Yeah.
Down low. So Burke will be aboard. Let's see if they keep him on the bases to run or if they're going to put a runner in for him. He's the pitcher, so they can legally put a runner.
Now batting.
Looks like we're going to have a coach-pitcher conference as Coach calls timeout and goes out to the mound. We do have Burke aboard. And, Keith, I don't know who's on the bench that could run. This has to be someone not in the game or has not been in the game.
Now batting, number 8, J.C. Watkins.
Well, I thought I was going to get to play my change-up music there for the pitching, Gil, but he
left him in.
Left him in.
Well, Watkins comes to the plate now with a runner aboard. There's no outs.
We gotta run these base paths smart right here.
Back, and he gets back.
I think it's a trend that we've noticed. They're gonna throw 3 or 4 times over there.
That's almost like a pitch, though.
It is, yeah.
Oh, good stop there from the catcher. Kept it in front of him as it was in the ground. Burke holding fast.
Him and Griff both have just done a great job behind the plate tonight.
Both of them about the same size, not overly big kids. Plenty of time he gets back. So if you want to count the throw-overs, he's got to be throwing about 130 pitches.
I'm telling you, you are correct.
There's again.
Yeah, a good scouting report on the Bobcats because we will get that secondary lead, and he's trying to keep us from doing that.
There's a strike call inside corner on Watkins. But nobody out now.
And just like before, Gil, Ethan's seen more pitches standing on first than JC has seen at this at bat.
Nobody covering at second base, so JC doing his job right there. Brings up Blaine Johnston.
Now batting number 2, Blaine Johnston.
So be up to the bottom half of the lineup to get the job done.
This is where Ethan's got to pay close attention because Malone likes to run those little trickery plays out there to pick off.
Yeah.
This is where your dugout comes into play.
There's a strike call. Good curveball. Harris still throwing the ball quite well.
Yeah, throwing it pretty good.
I think his velocity is not quite. I mean, it wasn't overly fast anyway, but it's possibly slowed up just a little. A lot of pitches. Down low. Evens count now, 1-1 with 1 out. Well, Blaine does get it out into center field. See, coming over and make the catch is the center fielder taking charge for the put out. That's 1 out. Blaine gets the bat on the ball. Let's see now if Adam Hall can.
Number 9, Adam Hall.
Down low. Burke standing at second base. Ball outside. Well, Keith, the question is, if on a base hit right here, do you take a chance with Burke scoring on? I mean, obviously it would have to be something that that you could think he possibly could score on, or do you just take a chance on a bad throw or a non-perfect throw?
I think you just get, that's when Coach Moore, he's just got to read that. He knows his speed, so he's just going to have to
make that call
because the top of the lineup's coming up.
Yep. There's a strike call. Plus, a pass ball possibly, if he gets to third, could possibly score him as well. But again, they've walked. I think he's probably gave him free pass twice. There's down low, so that's going to put runners at first and second. And indeed, that's going to bring up Bryson Turner, but I can't imagine them putting
number 5, Bryson Turner.
I can't imagine them putting Bryson on again, and I think, well, no, they're not going to. They're going to go in possibly and change pitchers maybe. It looks like
looks
they
like
are.
I'm going to get to play that my song.
I think you are, bud.
Yep, we're going to have a change.
Well, play your song, Keith.
All right.
Let me turn this mic down. Too bad you folks can't hear it, but we.
Now batting number 5, Bryson Turner.
Well, Bryson Turner is going to face a new pitcher. As coming in to pitch, this is Kyle Young, who moves in from center field. The pitcher Jesse Harris goes to first base, and the first baseman moves out into center field. So a little switcheroo here is runners at first and second. Bryson Turner bat with 2 outs. Ball's down low, and I noticed, Keith, in his warm-ups, Kyle couldn't seem to find the plate too well.
No, it's throwing everything looked a little low and outside. We got lefty matchup here.
That's another one down low.
Looks like Petty's on. Is that Petty on deck or coming back?
Could be. Yep.
Yeah. He got out of timeout and come back in. Sometimes you need those.
Ball 3. 3 pitches down low. I mean, all 3 pretty much in the dirt.
It's got to definitely be Bryson's pitch right here for him to swing.
Oh, yeah. 3-0. Yes. I'd like to see him have an opportunity, though.
Yeah. Runner's going to be moving two outs on the contact.
I don't know if he's got the green light or not. Bryson, the other senior on the Bobcat team. He and Gabe and then Ethan Burt. No, not Ethan.
I think it's just him two.
Yeah. I always think but I guess maybe it's because he's so big.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about that. He just, from one year to the other, just sprouted.
Well, boy to a man. Well, let's see, 3-0. Once again, the pitcher going to step off.
I'm not sure if he knows the signal that he wants or if he's worried about the runners. They look confused.
Yeah, he and the catcher are conferring right now.
Yeah, they're pulling the first baseman off and then circling him back. So, Adam, Coach Davenport paying close attention over there.
Well, maybe we'll finally see a pitch. Seems like it's been 5 minutes or 10.
I don't know what the deal is here. That's the third time he stepped off.
Yeah, now he's talking to got me, bud.
Me, the player in me right now, if I was Bryson, that's when I get in the box now and I call timeout.
Yeah, there you go.
He's just trying to break that momentum.
Down low. No, he called a strike, so I thought that was a low pitch. Well, there's Bryson's count right there. It's 3-1, so he definitely has the green light right here. And you got to think that he's going to be hopping all over it if it's in the strike zone. Nope, that's a strike two call on the outside corner. Oh, my goodness.
And, I'm standing on that side, and that definitely caught that corner.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, that was a tough pitch to hit because it was kind of a slow, off-speed pitch. So now a full count, everybody's moving right here. So that's an advantage, maybe. Going to have a throw over. A little sneaky throw. All we need is a balk and a pass ball.
Yeah.
Well, here's the pitch. Let's see. That's way outside, down in the dirt. And the runners indeed were moving. Well, we're going to get Petty back into the – hopefully he'll get back in the good graces after making a couple of early mistakes at the plate. With an opportunity for a base hit and perhaps a walk-off. The bases are loaded. Of course, the one at second and first mean absolutely nothing. Burke standing at third base, hoping desperately to cross the plate.
Now batting, number 3, Tristan Petty.
Well, the bases are loaded. Well, right here, a walk's as good as a hit, Keith.
That's exactly right.
And the pitcher has not been throwing a whole lot of strikes, this new pitcher. This is Kyle Young. That's in the dirt, ball one. And you got to think that the young man's it's on his mind right now.
It's on his mind.
I'm not throwing the ball very well, so he may start taking that, trying to aim the ball.
Yeah.
You hate it for a young man, but there's a strike call.
Not a bad pitch right there.
It was not. Inside on the hands, 1-1. It's going to be foul. I don't know if he can get to it, but no, foul. Had a chance, a little small chance. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got to definitely try to turn on something right here.
You sure don't want to get caught looking.
Mm-mm.
It would not be good for him.
No.
Varnum waiting. Well, it won't make any difference, really. Varnum's may as well stand out there. Petty. And that'll do it. As the error off the pitcher.
Redeemed himself.
Yeah, he got hit. Came off the pitcher. Here's how it happened. Came off the pitcher, went to the third baseman. Third baseman picks it up, throws it wildly to first base. So the Bobcats still won as they win this one by a score of 2-1. Keith, what a ball game.
Yeah, good ball game.
In 9 innings. So we sweep Malone. We beat them last night, and then they come here and we beat them tonight. So what a win for the Bobcats. That's going to keep them atop of the race in the district.
Yep.
And congratulations to Coach Moore and Davenport and crew and the Bobcats tonight. This is Gil Taylor. And, Keith, you got something else you want to add?
I think we're going to see this matchup again.
Oh, we very well could. You're absolutely right. In the district tournament, we could very well see them again. Well, that'll do it. As this is JockJive. This is the Paxton Sports Network. Gil Taylor and Keith McMillan saying good night and God bless you all. We'll see you next time.